Alright, I'm going to share another video I made of me picking up scrap and stuff today. You know, I just remembered I got this brass faucet in my hand. I forgot to go back and get the brass handles off that door. Well, actually, there's two doors in the dumpster. First thing in the morning, that's what I'm doing. Alright, now enjoy my madness. Alrighty, what do we have here by the dumpster? Let's go check this out. Dumpsters, a lot of times, they could be winners, you know? Aluminum door here. A little bit of aluminum on the ground. Nice, lovely brass handles. Well, let's put this in the truck first. Using one hand for video purposes only. And like I keep saying, yes, a GoPro or some other device set up eventually will be taking place. Let's get that up there. See what it is. A drill, yeah, that's obvious. Should I actually shut the truck off? This thing only has 102,000 miles on it. That's why I bothered to go and fix it. There's really not a lot of use on it. So to the dumpster we go here. That's not a way to treat tool, is it? All full of water. Hulk, angry. Let's perform some minor surgery. I'm really more of a righty than a lefty. I'm getting skilled at this one-handed camera thing here. I wonder if these are brass. Sometimes they are. Put it down more on a rakish angle. Oh boy. Is this worth the time and effort? Listen to that motor. Starting to struggle under the load. Will I make it? Or will this all be for naught? You know what I mean? It's all about being prepared, Scrap Kingdom. It's all about being, there's so much going on and swirling in life all the time. It's I don't get that useful military background that scrapping pallet man. I swear to God, I asked him, but he didn't say. You know, like, did you ever see that guy's storage locker? It's like super organized. I'll never be like that. I don't care, like, what I say. Oh yes, I plan on being this organized. It's not that it's lies, it's just yes, I could actually organize all of it, but then the amount of time that it would take me to organize myself to that point, it would cost so much. It would take me forever. It would take me forever to put something together that way. And then I don't know, sometimes, well, I want to say that I'm lazy, but I'm not, I guess. I don't know, because every time I say that I'm lazy, people are like, oh no, you're not lazy. So, eventually, because I do things like that, I think that's just steel anyway. Everything ends up getting mixed together, and I'm back where I started. Just a big shit ball of, like, everything mixed together. You know, this is really worth it. I mean, I guess this is a Scraplife, right? If it wasn't for metal fatigue, where would a scrapper be, right? I don't have all the tools I would need to. So I got started on a project that I can't quite finish. It's got that Allen screw thing in there, and I know for sure I don't have an Allen screw. So down she goes. Why leave it standing up anyway? It's open advertisement to other scrappers that, hey, there's a brass door handle in here that somebody got started on but never finished, making the job so much easier for you. Come and take me away. Well, maybe in a little bit I'll come back and be prepared. Yeah, right. Never am. So aggravating. It's just one of those unachievable things that I only dream about. Being all organized. It ain't gonna happen. I just, yeah. My desk when I was a kid in grade school was so crammed with school papers, old school papers. It was just crammed with it. That where the metal part, the structure of the desk meets the fake wood top, papers were actually coming out between the little crevice. And kids and the teacher, when passing by, would deliberately tug on the paper that was sticking out, and they'd be like, do something with this. I'd be a smart ass. I would say, I am. Alrighty, onward and up. Let's see what the claim is here. A lot of construction stuff. Total Tetris. Garage door opener. Got a metal rod. Yeah, nah. Something. Nothing. Empty. It's hung up. Hoping I could, yeah, there we go. Tools. End up using my hands all the time as tools. Can never remember the right tools. Take that apart and it will collapse. Cool. So much better, it takes up less space. Every little bit counts. Well, when all else fails, I can't find my clipper. I still want the wire. What am I gonna do? Use a hammer. Use a hammer, MacGyver. Getting desperate in their kingdom. Sometimes. I want the freaking wire. 90 cents a pound. I'll get the wire. Yeah, Mr. Scientifical said about that putty. I got some and I'm not leaking as much, but it's really not, it's not working totally. The door's not closing either. Something else I was charged for the repair. The guy claims that he fixed the hinge or whatever, make the door close better, but nope. What a waste. If you want it done right, fix it yourself. Like I did with my daughter's car. Me and my daughter put a power steering line in, high pressure, and water pump. And the car is running great. No complaints, no comebacks. Totally fine. And way cheaper. $20, $19.99 at AutoZone for the water pump, and $28 for the high pressure power steering line. You know, plus like a few other little things like gallon antifreeze and some sealant. Like this guy can't drive a freaking car, and he's not holding onto a camera. He's gonna drive into my lane. Come on, people. Like this guy right here, really? Alright, gotta put it down. I see there. I see some goodies. Maybe not a whole lot, but we'll find out in a second. Yeah, I smell gas. Look, there we go. There's the leak. I knew it. Too good to be true. Woo! Coming down. There we go. This guy down here's got something. Let's get down there. Hot water heater in the driveway. Let's get on that, man. Let's hit that up. And hit that hot water heater up. Backing up. Shut the motor off. Hey, used U-Haul truck. What do you know? Not mine. Don't worry. Should I put the tailgate down or? Decisions. I rearrange all this garbage. And a pump. Pump it up there. There's a rag in there too. What's this thing in here? It's hung up on something. Ah yes, you guys seen it before me. Like some sort of a... Yeah, I didn't get it going. No matter what I do, one hand, two hands, doesn't matter, gotta climb back up there. I'm always running into that situation because I'm so disorganized. So disorganized. Nothing like scrap and pallet, man. Nothing. It's like the polar opposite. Scrap and pallet, man. We definitely need we need to do a video together. That would be awesome. Maybe a couple of them. It'd be like The Odd Couple. You know what I mean? Complete with the music, right? I almost couldn't carry this. I'm cracking myself up. Plus I must look like a freaking nut. Well, it's not so crazy to see someone talking on the phone, but I guess since the camera that I'm using is actually a phone, That's my saving grace. Crack that. Yeah. I think the video would be awesome. I think a lot of people would actually watch it. I just thought of that right now, actually. Not doing a video together, but the part where we would be like the odd couple. There's no way that you ever see that guy with... You don't see that guy riding around with like shit all over the place. That storage locker, it's like everything is itemized and categorized. He knows exactly where everything's at. Now, I could say that a million times. Oh, I'm gonna make it like I'm gonna be all organized. No, that'll never happen like that. I should know myself better and just be honest. Alright, there's another house that I'm arriving at here in this upscale area of suburbia. Another plumber's house. Plumbers make money. Ooh, that did not sound good. Back it up. That sounded like a leaf spring. I did not like the way that sounded. There's another thing that the guy was working on, fixing the leaf springs. I think I totally got roped. That's what I think. Alright, some cast iron waiting there for me. I'll take that. I'll grab the bar right here. There you go. That's how you do it when you're doing it one-handed. Center of gravity. Drop it down there so in case you get in an accident it doesn't go catapulting through the window, because I've got wood. I just put the long pieces like that on the passenger side, so if I get rear-ended or whatever, it doesn't hit me. Take this bucket and dump it out. Dump it out. If I was Canadian, dump it out. Well, I sound excited, don't I? Yep, there's the door. That was supposed to be fixed too. Oh well. You win some and you lose some and then you lose some more. Until you learn that it's better if you fix your own cars. If you know how. Better off fixing my own shit. Alright, on to the next block. And look what I see. Look what I see right there. Alright. Nice. I was just on this block. And I was just doubling back because I had a hunch. Alright. Hey there, what's up? We got here a stove and stove and a sink. Cool. Thank you. Can I take them? Yeah.
You drive by all the time?
All the time, man. I just went over there by Seidler's right there and got that pump and all that stuff. Thank you, sir. All right, let's square this up and we'll get that on there somehow. Well, that happens. It's got this rubber mat on there, it makes it difficult. Yeah, you know what this idiot just realized he did? When I was moving stuff around, I put the cast iron pipe on the driver's side. After I just got done saying, I don't put it on that side because it could blah 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 blah. Now look at me. Ow. I just got my skin shaved by that. Yeah, it'll come right inside the truck and kill me. Look at that. Like a catapult. I'll put the screen in the way, maybe that'll slow it down. I'll look better in the casket. Alrighty. Yep. On to the next. Okay, well, unbelievably, we're back at it. We got the power steering hose fixed. And just as soon as we got that fixed, guess what? The water pump takes a crap and started leaking. I can see the antifreeze right there. It just started dripping, and as soon as we got it running, everything's fine. Fixed the power steering. I was letting it foam down and everything like that. It's all good there. And then this crap.
We start the car and then it starts spraying antifreeze.
Well, it's a car, so sometimes it's just going to happen. Anyway, this is a here's the old hose. Yay! Oh, isn't that interesting? But yeah, it was coming out with a rubber meets the high pressure clamp on both ends, actually. That sucker is finished. And now a water pump. And fortunately, being a General Motors product, it's fairly easy to work on. And it's pretty straightforward. The water pump is right there.
And it comes right off.
It comes right off. I mean,
I replaced both of your truck's water pumps. I remember that.
oh well, yeah, those are
super easy because they were like right in front.
Those are 350 engines where you just remove the fan and the fan
yeah,
shroud.
it was right there.
Yep.
Right in front of you. This one's easy too because it's on the side. Easy
It's
to
not
reach.
too bad. Now this one, it's got that bleeder valve, which that's why we need to spray that rusty on there to loosen that up. And don't lose the screws whenever you do. A good place to put them will be on top of here where nobody's supposed to go. Either that or put them in a cup. You know what I mean? If I had a magnet or something, that would be even better. Being a scrapper, I should have a magnet. As soon as we're done like playing with this part, we can put the wheels back on.
And then I can drive where I need to.
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere without wheels.
Let's try.
Well, this repair, knock on wood, so far is a success. I ran the car for about a minute or so, and there's no leaks under there anymore. Yay!
Luckily you had me with a smaller
Yeah,
wrist.
no, that was definitely a two-man job. Without a doubt, because you need one arm underneath there unless the car was up on a hoist. That would be the only way to do it, you know, with just one guy turning a wrench.
I don't want this to fall. I'll die.
Yeah, right. No, we used. I like to play it safe and that. Put something super solid. A couple of rocks under there. That way the car can't go anywhere. So those cheap, those like plastic, I don't know, they got plastic car wraps at AutoZone and at Walmart. I don't really trust them. They look pretty solid, but
they're plastic.
Yeah,
I don't trust plastic.
Right, plastics for like toys.
Yeah, I saw it on a picture. I'm like, that's fake.
That's not gonna work.
I don't trust it. I could get crushed. Something like solid, like cinder blocks. Like,
yeah, right.
I'll trust that. I don't even trust that, but you know.
It figures that this thing the water pump would break on a cold day, man. So it's like what, maybe 39 degrees right now?
45 degrees out there.
45?
Yeah.
Oh, warmed up because the sun's out. And there's my row of lovely scrap trucks there. The red one needs some work, and that one right there. I had all kinds of problems with that one, and I still got to work on the white one. Got a flat tire there. Flat tire there, ain't going nowhere. Fix that. I checked this out. Crazy kids in the neighborhood. Yeah. I bought a brand new radiator for this. See that? And then something big happened, as you can see. Somehow or another, the exhaust gas, or rather the compression gas, was getting into the coolant system. And see that radiator hose down there? The big one? That had a big blowout. It went kaboom, and all the antifreeze just came blowing out. So I got a big project right here. Lord, it's always something. So can't really use this right now. This bad boy is broken down. This one's messed up. And this one, well, Mr. Scientifical said put some of that putty on there. And it wasn't from the gas tank, it was from the return line. And it seems like it slowed it down quite a bit, but it's either I didn't apply it properly or Scraplife going nowhere. It's, I don't know. I gotta do something about it. It's not a good enough repair. It looked like it was gonna work. He had a good idea. Quick, fast, cheap, and easy. But in the end, not so much. What's going on here, kiddo? Oh yeah, we gotta wiggle that sucker off.
Can I peel the seal off?
Yeah, because it's bonded down there with that
sucker's on there.
Yeah, we got a screwdriver. We can like stick in there.
There's a flathead over there.
Where at? Over here. We don't want to damage the metal though. You know, Scrapper knows metal. This being aluminum. There we go.
Oh, yum.
Yum. Yay. Look at all that good. Look at that money. That's money, man.
All that good antifreeze.
All that good antifreeze is being peed away.
You should just put it.
There was no way to collect it unless I had a pan big enough. It's just like hitting that black shroud and it's just going everywhere.
It just looks like a...
Can you get some of that cardboard away? Because at least we'll have some Neely pads.
Oh, Dad.
There it goes. Bye-bye.
That's all good antifreeze.
I know. Brand new, clean antifreeze.
Yeah, look how green it is. It's really
Look at
green. Look, no, look underneath here.
Yep.
This is what it looks like.
There goes $15 of hard-earned scrap money right there, all gone. On the ground now. Oh, because this thing had to crap out. You know, and I think the problem was in the weep hole here.
Where?
Well, they have weep holes. See, oh yeah, definitely it wasn't a gasket. See, there's a little hole right there. That's called a weep hole.
Right there?
Yeah, that little hole right there.
Oh, I see it.
So when
I was pouring.
the bearing goes bad on here, it just starts weeping out of there. I was hoping, you know, maybe there was a cheap fix, like maybe the gasket was bad, but I stuck this trusty iPhone under there, and there you go. We had a little leak coming out of there. Doesn't that figure? You put nice, fresh, clean antifreeze in the car, then the water pump decides to go. Not before. Yeah, don't bend that gasket. So, tear the bag, yeah. And once you put a kink in it.
And undo it.
Look how clean that is, too. I mean, there's no rust and sediment crap in there. So this car was actually well taken care of. I only paid $100 for it. Well, actually $140 for this car. It was Monte Carlo. It's a 97. No, it's not. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's a 95. You're right. Because of the emissions, you don't gotta bring the. You don't have to bring the older cars into the emission.
Or are we gonna do it? Do I do it right
Because
here?
they don't have the testing equipment. But look at all the fine scratches in the fender right there from people leaning over the fender working and stuff like that. Not just us, but like probably over the years. Okay, I'll open that up.
I got it.
Is that the gasket maker?
Mm-hmm.
That's not black or blue. It's gray, right?
But this is water pump and thermostat.
Okay, well, put the cap on it and we're gonna scrape that gasket off.
Oh, okay.
Did we get a blade?
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
asked you to get a blade, so there's a scraper there in the pile of tools.
Look.
Yeah, okay, put that on top right
That's
there
okay.
so it doesn't get stepped on.
It's still a gas tank.
Yeah, I think there's
That's
like
what he had. He had gray.
okay, I think there's a paint scraper in one of these toolboxes. Maybe it's inside this toolbox.
Maybe I'm overlooking it.
Yeah, it might be in there. Oh, duh. People probably watching this video probably seen it before we did.
Oh, I'm retarded.
Yeah. Hey, Kingdom. Right there in front of your face. Of course, I could edit that out of the video, but I'm not going to. That wouldn't be keeping it real, would it?
Shit.
One of these days, these little guys are going to get hit by a car because these people come flying down the street. Flying. I mean, those guys weren't, but
I got a little scrape on this.
yeah, they come flying down the road.
Dad,
What's
I
that?
scraped it a little bit on
All right.
the inside.
Gotta be careful with it. Good idea. Put them over there, yeah. That should be high enough. Are you able to line it up? Perfect. Hell yeah.
Where are they?
The lugs are right there.
Oop.
All 5 of them. Start with the easiest one. Probably be the top. Yeah. There you go. Thread it on.
Never goes on the right way.
Yeah, just easy threading, and then you're not going to strip it.
It went on easier on the other side. That one's always the easiest.
Yeah, finger tightening, and then let me get back to this right here. Make sure that this all threads in here properly. Okay, well, seems like the threading is fitting, so my little trial run. Car repairs, right? Now for the hard part, putting this stupid thing back on. That's not going to be easy. Seems like it should be. Pretty straightforward, just put it right on.
Gives you a picture, Dad.
Finger tighten it, and then kind of lightly torque tighten it with the lug wrench, and then lower it, and then do the sequential tightening.
Yeah, I know. Can
when
you
it's
put
on the
the
ground.
tire on it?
Well, here's the stupid shop that I got going here. It really doesn't look too much better than last time you guys looked at it. Sometimes, you know, you hit like a wall. Not good. Look at that mess of a workbench. How embarrassing. You know, sometimes when I think about it, I look at some of my videos and I'm like, I can't believe I actually uploaded that and put that up. But then it wouldn't be real and it would be staged. So that's not what this life is about, right? Just a bunch of people sharing their garbage with everybody else that wants to look at it. So I got a bucket right here. Well, actually a barrel. I'm calling it a bucket. And I got about probably 90, 100 pounds. 100 pounds of wire. That's about $90 worth right there. 90 cents a pound. I got transformers in here. No, these saws are good. They're just laying in there. These are all transformers. This is really heavy. You know, I put this on that cart right there. I couldn't even move the damn thing. Look at this. I'm actually putting some effort into it. Heavier than you think. This is nowhere near what I wanted to get it done at. I mean, I wanted to get a couple of my cars in here and like work on that stuff. And I want to put a turbo heater in here. And we're not as cold as some of our friends in Canada yet, but we're getting there real quick. And we're going to get some snow sooner than we think. Just like Zombie Scrapper. And yeah, he's got a lot of weight stuff there. All we need is one of those Alberta clippers, and then, you know, we're 100% into winter then, once we get one of them. Now we got that buddy, Scrap Hawk. He's you know, trying to get into the scrapping world there. He doesn't drive, he's got a bike. He's got like a workbench, and he pretty much like talks about what he's doing, and he's got the camera kind of focused in on his workbench, kind of like, well, his workbench is way more organized than this one. This is like, holy hell. You could barely operate on it, even though got my little fridge here. Got a vice going there. One of these Harbor Freight things. Well, it does kind of function, but you know when you go and crank the handle back out, the spring-loaded function is gone. Doesn't come back out. You can manually move it out, which is a pain. And I believe Scraplife has got something like that. I don't know if his grandpa gave it to him or what, but yeah, this sucker, that's bolted down pretty good. I do get a lot of use out of it. Got that cut down. I got little miscellaneous pieces of scrap in there. Yep, I got, hey, decent working fire extinguisher. This is a carbon dioxide one. This sucker's powerful as hell. Want to see? Actually, if I go and press this down, that thing might come flying out and hit me in the face. Or break the camera. One or the other. Yeah, this sucker's powerful, man. Kind of fun to blast it off. Yeah, that's the only one I'm going to do there, because this could become useful. Actually, I should take this with me in my truck. I should actually take a couple of them with me and not scrap them. And you know what, I could use it for my own emergency, or you know, if I see like a car burning. A lot of times nobody can help the people when the car starts on fire because they don't have anything to put it out with. You're just stuck watching it burn. So yeah, I keep telling Scraphawk to change it up, man. Because he seems like he's having a hard time finding scrap out there. Which, you know, when he's riding around on a bike, I see pickup trucks and stuff like that in his neighborhood. So there's a scrapper out there somewhere. Because there's no way that there's like nothing out there. He should at least be fine. I know he doesn't pick up like the steel, but maybe he should start thinking about, I don't know, picking up a little bit of metal. Maybe a little, you know, scrap iron. And, you know, working his way into it that way. Because if you're not finding much, which somebody else is getting the stuff, or people are like putting it in the garbage carts and stuff like that, and you can't see it anyway unless you go digging. And unless you're wearing leather gloves, I wouldn't go digging. Because you're going to get stuck with a needle if there's a heroin addict or a diabetic or whatever. They just throw the needles in the trash. You don't need that. As nasty and as dirty as business that I'm in, man, and the nasty ass clothes you see me wearing, I'm a germaphobe. Yeah, no, I didn't say that right. I'm a germaphobe. Because I look at enough nasty ass stuff. And some people, like when I pick up their appliances, I do comment on it. I'm like, this appliance came from that house? Because it's usually like a really nice, clean house on the outside. And it's an appliance with like goo and grease and all kinds of like mouse turds on it, like a dishwasher like that. Right there, like there's a big pile of mouse poop on the top. But you go and look at the outside of the house and there's some nice late model cars and the grass is cut all nice, and yeah, he ain't fooling me though. Not this scrapper dude. So yeah, Scraphawk, I would change it up a bit, because I know that many houses, people gotta be like doing some kind of renovations in the house, like replacing wire, like Romex and stuff like that, and they don't really have like a whole big quantity, and not everybody's into recycling or scrapping. So they just put it in the trash, and there you go. There's money sitting there right under your nose, and I think you're passing it by. I mean, I'm not in your neighborhood. I don't know that for sure, but I think, given my judgment, And my experience says that you're passing it up. You'd have to be, or the simple fact there's another scrapper in the neighborhood. It would be better to go out looking with a buddy if you can. There's an extra pair of eyes. Sometimes can help, so if you can find somebody else to go scrapping with, that might help. I mean, what could it hurt? I shouldn't have put that in there. I'm talking on the video. I'm imagining myself. I'm imagining myself being a kid and being that frustrated, trying to get something going and you can't really get started. Just imagining how frustrating it's got to be. That's the aluminum can I had to be in. In my earlier rant, I'm like, that scrapping pallet man, he's got this storage locker, and it's like, it is like organized. I will never be that organized. I will never be that organized. I'm not telling myself that over and over to convince myself. I just know me, and life like that is beyond my ability. This is like, this right here, unfortunately, is approaching the most organized I have ever been in my whole life. And it looks like holy hell in here. As I'm inviting the whole world in on my life to go and take a look. I got like a truck hood from my Dodge Ram that's just sitting there. Haven't had that thing running in quite a while. I'm not really a Dodge guy or a Ford guy, so yeah. It's life in like complete freaking utter chaos. This is definitely not going to be touched until there is no scrap out there, like Zombie Scrapper was saying. You know, it snowed pretty heavy there, and he's like, no scrap in Zombieland. I'm like, well, what do you know? That does not surprise me, because who wants to throw stuff away when it gets like that? Nobody. So there you go. So if you're relying on that, see, he's not relying on scrap. He's got a real job. He's a truck driver. So me, I don't have a real job. This is what I do. Unfortunately. Yes, I'm being honest. You know, because somebody like that's got a real job. He's got a paycheck coming. And if I don't get my ass up and going, I got nothing coming. Oh, I do have something coming. I've got rent bills and I've got a mortgage. So I do have something coming. You know what, Jackpot Digger's right. He's like, you need to step it up, buddy. You need to move faster. Well, you know, that's my big downside. I have a problem moving faster as I work from the time I get up to the time I go to bed at night. I'm doing something. I'm not moving at record pace. I'm not going to win a marathon, but I'm constantly going. But apparently, it's not quite enough. But then on the other side, my other problem is, I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm almost able to outwork myself. Like, how do you explain that? Like actually work faster than I can work on the other end. Look at that garage sale fail. I don't even know what the heck this is. But it's not magnetic. B&B. something I'll never need. Was that a ghost? It just moved by itself. Who knows? Alright, Scrap Hawk, you gotta like change it up out there, right? Somehow or another, that way you'll find stuff. Or just start finding different stuff. Just start picking up metal. You know, steel. Just to, I don't know how to explain it. You start picking up steel, you just start getting in the habit of scrapping, and from there you start picking up the ability to actually start finding other things, because you start actually noticing other things. Cause when you go cruising through the neighborhood that quick, like how you showed in the video, you ain't gonna see anything. And when you go one way, even on a bike, when you go one way, you actually, if you turn around and go back the same way, you might actually see stuff that you actually went right past. I don't know how that works, but it does. Sometimes when you're like driving in a car and you're going down the street one way, you only see some stuff, and then you turn around, because I've done this. I've passed up like a hot water heater, and I didn't even know I passed it up. I turn around, and there it is. Or a refrigerator. Hey, I didn't even see you, a refrigerator right there. Whoa, how did I pass you up? You're bigger than me. What the heck? So that's all I'm trying to say to Scrap Hawk, is change it up a little bit, and you will start finding stuff. Change the time you go out looking for stuff, and start picking up steel. Even if you don't want to, make enough space to collect 250, 500 pounds of steel. Take it apart, make it as compact as you can, because I don't know what your grandpa has, if he's got a truck or if he's got a car. But if he's got a decent sized car, you can get 200 pounds of steel in a trunk. Not a problem. And at least it will get you, like, I can't even think of the word. You'll get, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it'll get you going if you actually want to go scrapping. It'll get you into the groove, so to speak. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But actually, I do. It's just kind of frustrating when you can't think of the word. You're making a video, you thought of the word, and now that you're making the video, suddenly, brain fart, can't think of the word. But there's some technique to it. Something about it. Oh God, it's just driving me nuts. You're riding the bike down the street and you find this. Let's say you find that little piece of metal right there. Hey, you went and go and collect that, alright? Just collect it, put it in a garbage can. Collect a couple of old garbage cans like this. And just take that piece of metal home with you and toss it in there. There you go. Pretty soon you have a garbage can going like that, and before you know it, you'll have a few garbage cans like that. So it was like little pieces of metal or tomato cages. You could step on them. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what I would do. And especially like with Christmas coming. Ooh, yeah. You'll be finding Christmas cords, Christmas lights, you know, old extension cords, all kinds of stuff that people like. They drag it out of their attic or out of their shed or their basement, and then after being stored there, they plug it in and it doesn't work, or they can't get it to work, or they don't want to bother making it work. So you'll be finding some of that if you actually start looking. So start doing that, Scrap Hawk. Start looking. And I think you'll be happier. And your videos in the future will show you with like scrap, and scrap that you're amassing, and scrap that you're scrapping, trips to the junkyard, and on and on and on. Alright, on with the rest of the video. Enough of my yapping, enough of staring at my garbage. inviting the world in to see like how dysfunctional I am, and I'm giving out freaking advice. Who am I? Actually, I'm giving Scrap Hawk a shout out. So I shout out my style, explaining his situation my way. I'm trying to be helpful if I can. I don't know.